Thank you, Madam President, Excellencies, colleagues, distinguished guests, and more importantly of all, dear friends. Allow me to start by thanking and also congratulating the leadership of the United Arab Emirates for the COP28's impeccable organization and also for the ambitious outcomes the COP presidency aims to achieve. Science has always been very clear, but today we are not just dealing about possible shocking events. Today we are dealing with an alarming reality that some of us have been going through, particularly coming from a country within the Mediterranean basin like Malta, who have experienced one of the most challenging summers in history. It was during the COP21 in Paris that the momentum for putting a cap of not more than 1.5 degrees Celsius increase in temperature was set. This is no mean feat, but by acting seriously together, we can achieve the ambitious targets that we have set. Malta is one of the smallest islands in the world, with an area of around 316 square kilometers. Potentially, it can be one of the worst hit too. Being small does not mean that we should do less. We understand the challenges in front of us and the responsibility that we have. That's why we are punching far above our weight. Being a European Union member state, we are working hard to achieve a 55% emission reduction by 2030 as compared to 1990 levels. Malta has also achieved a lot in these past years, but we want to be more ambitious and to do much more. Having the lowest gross emission per capita among the EU member states means that our efforts need to be sturdier. In the past 10 years, we have managed to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions from the energy sector by 60%. We have increased our renewable energy share from 10 megawatts in 2012 to 230 megawatts in 2021. However, that is not enough. We want and we will do more with ambitious projects in the pipeline. Our onshore area, true, is quite limited. Our offshore potential, however, is immense. This does not come without its own challenges, particularly when it comes to the bathymetry around our islands. But challenges make us push and work harder. Saying that we want to be climate neutral by 2050 is a conviction we are working hard on. We are committed more than ever in having the first global stocktake during COP28 that can truly help us achieve the systematic changes we need to reach our ambitions. Change requires reforms, particularly when it comes to unlocking private financial investments to achieve climate neutrality and to make sure that we channel the right financial flows through global economic systems, ensuring accessibility by the most vulnerable states. We will always walk the talk. Nationally, our very own water utility company has been one of the very first European utility companies to issue green bonds for retail investors. Internationally, in the past 4 years, Malta has doubled its contribution to the Green Climate Fund twice. Today, 17% of our overseas development aid is earmarked for capacity building in adaptation to climate change. As a small island state, as a leader of a small island state, I have a clear appeal to all. Sea level rise is a reality and should be considered as a global security threat. It implies that no state should lose any of its rights because of sea level rise. We will continue emphasizing this message as champions of the coalition on addressing sea level rise and existential threats. Through our Island for Islands initiative, we will continue supporting SIDS, and we will continue our leadership position in promoting the nexus between climate change and health. We are extremely satisfied to see many parties joining this important initiative. It always seems impossible until it's done, had stated Nelson Mandela. And there is no better time than today for such an important statement. Let's join forces and enable humanity to reverse this existential threat. On a final note, Madam President, please allow me to also congratulate the United Arab Emirates for celebrating today its National Day. Thank you once again.